Hey everybody, welcome to Math 108, Accelerate Intermediate Algebra this semester. My name is Mr. Chan and I will be your instructor for this class. Thank you so much for watching the 108 Welcome to Syllabus video. In this video, I will show you how to navigate D2L a little bit, going over the syllabus, going over your first week assignment called the syllabus quiz, and discuss how you will proceed in this class. So when you click on our class, the first thing you see is announcement page. So this homepage, you will get one announcement every week. To access our class, you click on the content on top left-hand corner here. All right, on the left-hand column here, under the table content, it displays everything you need for this entire semester. So we will come back here, talk over the course information here a little bit. So basically, for any given week, students are given lecture handouts, lecture videos, and your homework, and something called a Dropbox. Okay, so what students normally do every week is to print or copy down what's on the lecture handout. If you want to print the lecture handouts, click on the lecture handout, scroll down a little bit here on the side, and click on download. Download this Word document and print it from Word. All right, you can print it from Word. If you do not have a printer at home, please copy down everything that's on the lecture handout. Once you print or copy down what's on the lecture handout, then you can use the lecture handout to take notes while you're watching the lecture video. So the handout is basically empty.
Solution.
So you basically just write everything down. As you watch a lecture video, you just write everything down onto the lecture handouts that you printed or copied down. Okay, so make sure when you take notes, it all has to be handwritten. Once you finish taking notes and watching the lecture video, then you can begin to work on your homework assignment. Some homework has computer portion only, and some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. So when you run into a topical homework that has both computer and handwritten portion, I will need you to first print or copy down the handwritten portion first. Okay, so a lot of times if you print directly from D2L, these symbols might be a little bit messed up. So I will highly recommend you to download the Word document, the handwritten portion of the homework. Once you download the handwritten portion, then you will actually open the computer portion next and do both portions of homework back and forth until you complete it. So if I actually open up the the computer portion, okay, question number 1 is actually you will enter the answer right here. But when you get to question number 4, all you want you to do is type in handwritten, because question number 4 is actually on the handwritten portion. Right? So once you print the handwritten portion and open up the computer portion, do both portions back and forth until you finish. Once you complete, let me go back. Once you have completed both portions, let me go back. It's freezing up. Once you have completed both portions, make sure you submit the computer portion and upload the handwritten portion into its Dropbox. So let me go back to topic 8 and 9 here. So here in the very bottom, this is the handwritten portion Dropbox. So make sure you handwrite the handwritten portion. So once you get done, take pictures of take picture of your handwritten portion using your mobile device and upload them into this Dropbox. So if you click on Dropbox, it's just looking for attachments. All right, so you basically do the same thing for topic 9 over here. Print or copy down what's in the handwritten portion, open up the computer portion, do both portion back and forth. When you get done with the both portion, submit the computer portion and upload the handwritten portion into the Dropbox. Every week, there is one topical notes you need to upload. the name of the Dropbox tell you which topic. So you will have taken notes on topic 8 and 9 while you're watching the video, but I only need you to upload topic 9 into the Dropbox. Make sure the notes that you took is also handwritten, not typed. So again, this Dropbox is also just looking for an attachment. All right, so every week you are given the same thing. So if I go to the next week, topic 10 through 12, here are the lecture handout, lecture videos. This looked like topic 10 only got computer portion. Topic 11 had both handwritten and computer. Topic 12 had both as well. And here are your Dropboxes. So notice that all the homework has start date, due date, and end date. So if you do missing a homework here and there, you can make it up at any time as long as you make it up by the end date. All right, moving forward to February 16th to 22nd. This is a college-wide faculty and staff professional development week, so there's no homework due. So this is also a very good week for students to catch up on any missing assignments. All right, April 6th to April 12th, that's a spring break. So if you are staying home for the spring break, you can also catching up on some work. Moving forward to the last week of class, this is our final exam week. So here is a final exam review video I would like you to watch before you attempt the final exam. And the final exam has both portions, so you will follow the same exact procedure as with the homework that has both portions. Okay, all right, let's go over the course information. So if you click on course information and click on about your instructor, my contact information is listed right here. You can always email me, call me, or text me to my Google Voice number. Another way of communication is instant message in D2L. If you click on the envelope here, you can send me an instant message or you can email me. All right, here's our syllabus. We'll go over here just a little bit. Additional information. This video will show you just another way to upload your notes taken in the homework handwritten portion. This video will show you how to use graphical equation. In this class, we will enter a lot of mathematical symbols. So at the end of this video, I will show you how to use graphical equation as well. How to view assignment feedback. This video will show you what you need to click on to find your feedbacks, especially for your homework. Your homework feedback is actually inside the homework, so it takes a couple of clicks. How to check for missing assignments. So if you do have quite a few homework assignment that you did not complete, or the notes taken you have not complete, this video will show you where you need to go to check for the missing assignment. All right, student service, self-service and email. If you're a new student and never use student self-service and your student NTC email, this video will show you where you need to go to log into your student self-service and email. All right, so student self-service is basically where students' academic record is being kept, like your grades, classes you take, your financial aid information. In this class, you will not need to purchase textbook. I use Open Education Resource textbook for reference. So this is the textbook I use for reference. In this class, we do a little bit of graphing, but a lot of students after this class, a lot of students will be taking college algebra or probability statistics. So those classes definitely needs a graphing calculator. So if you don't have a graphing calculator right now, it's fine. A regular scientific calculator will suffice. This app is also really good. This is a very close to the Cal 84 app on your phone. Is very, very close to the actual TI-83 graphing calculator. Here's our academic dishonesty and honesty statement. The use of AI, all AI-generated answer or work will be considered as partial credits. Most of the time, the AI-generated answer or work really have nothing to do with what is being taught on the lecture video. So that's how I know students are using the AI. So if you do use a lot of AI to generate answers and work, I would just simply give you partial credit for those. All right, here's our etiquettes. Let me scroll back up real quick. So discussion, the only discussion we have here is introduce yourself to the class, which is under the first welcome week assignment. If you click on assignment, here is a list of all the Dropboxes, the note-taking Dropbox. Once again, the name of the Dropbox tell you which topic you need to turn in. So here are direct access to all the notes-taking Dropbox and all the handwritten portion of the homework Dropboxes. If you click on quiz, okay, this displays a syllabus quiz and all your homework computer portion, and the final exam is listed at the bottom here. And of course, when you click on grades, that's how you check your overall grades during the semester. All right, let's take a look at your syllabus real quick. So my content information is already posted in D2L. This class is an online class, and this is the description where we will all the topic we're going to cover in this course. I already checked about this prerequisite before the class starts. What's required for this class is using D2L, the Open Education Resource Textbook I use for reference, which I already uploaded the link for you, and of course a calculator. All right, here are our course objective and learning outcomes. So let me just quickly recap. For every week, student will first print or copy on the lecture handout, then watch your lecture videos and take notes on the lecture handout you just printed or copied. Complete both computer and handwritten portion of the homework, and submit the computer portion of the homework and upload the handwritten portion into the appropriate Dropbox. Make sure you upload them into the correct Dropbox, and of course, upload the selected lecture notes, okay, into the correct Dropbox. All right, all the homework, all the graded assignment count for attendance for this class. A little bit of additional information on your homework. So as you can see, all the homework are already posted in D2L. The questions on the homework are on both computer and on the handwritten portion. If a topical homework has both computer and handwritten portion, you are required to first print or copy down the handwritten portion and then open the computer portion next. Once the handwritten portion is printed or copied and the computer portion is open, then you will go back and forth between the two portions to complete that homework. After complete both portions, please first submit the computer portion and then upload the handwritten portion into the Dropbox. Both portions will be graded at the same time. So if the handwritten portion is not uploaded after the computer portion is graded, okay, some students will only submit the computer portion, but not the handwritten portion. Then the grading of that topic homework is not complete, okay? It's because I'm grading both portions at the same time. The grades for the whole handwritten portion is actually entered inside the computer portion. So that's why I have to grade both portions at the same time. So please remember to upload the handwritten portion right after submit the computer portion, okay? All the homework only get 1 attempt, and your weekly submission of homework will count for attendance. All right, I show you all the Dropboxes for the notes taken. So make sure you handwrite the notes, okay? And make sure you upload into the correct Dropbox. So please write your name and the date you watch your lecture video on the top left right-hand corner of every page you're going to upload into the Dropbox. All right, I showed you the final exam earlier, so it's already posted in D2L. Once again, please watch this exam review video before attempt the final exam, okay? So here are departmental grading rubrics for the homework, computer portion, and the handwritten portion. So once again, the AI-generated answer, okay, will actually be considered as partial credits. And here's our official college user AI tool. So the weekly outline here is the same thing as you see on the table of content in D2L. So this shows you what we will cover every week and what are the assignments, okay? All right, attendance policy for no-show. So if you do not complete this thing called the syllabus quiz, which I will go over here in a little bit, after the first week of class begin, then you will be marked as a no-show, and I will need to remove your name from the roster, okay? So therefore, you're not financially reliable for the class. But if you do submit the syllabus quiz, you are bound by the attendance requirement below. Students are encouraged to speak with your instructor for guidance if extenuating circumstances arise. To successfully complete the course, the student must maintain minimum attendance rate of 80%. This means that you are expected to actively participate in at least 80% of the course activity. That will include the discussion, submitting homework, final exam, and the note taken. So the way how attendance your attendance being calculated is to see how many graded assignment you turn in divided by the total number of assignment for the course. All right, if you need to withdraw from the course, you will receive a W. You can contact me or the enrollment center or the student service. Okay, if something happened, you need to withdraw from the class. Student with disability, if you do have a document disability and require accommodation, the Vice President for Student Service will provide guidance regarding to official documentation of disability and accommodation of needs. All right, so here's academic dishonesty and honesty statement again. FOPA, the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, basically saying that your academic record is being protected by this federal law. So not just anyone can come up to me and asking about your grades, your attendance. Okay, it's actually protected under FOPA. The last page of the syllabus is additional student support services available here at NETC. All right, so let's take a look at the syllabus quiz. So if you go to the attendance verification on welcome week, it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so after the syllabus quiz, please introduce yourself to the class. Oh, I need to change the date on this. Sorry about that. It's supposed to be what, January 11. All right, let's preview the syllabus quiz. All right, question number 1. By completing the syllabus quiz, I have the knowledge and agree that I am registered for this class, plan to complete it and actively participate every week, and will adhere to the instructor's schedule as outlined in the syllabus. Click on the first choice. All right. Question number 2. Consider following in question. So a lot of your homework question has this similar instructions. So it'll be easy to write down the answer on the entering inside the box below. So that just means write it down on a piece of paper before you enter it. So a lot of your homework will say, please use graphical equation when entering answers. So when you see that, to get to graphical equation, you click on the plus sign, click on equation, and click on graphical equation. So be very careful using a mobile device doing homework, because a lot of times the mobile device is so narrow, so graphical equation might not show up very good. All right, question number 1. What is your best contact number? I will need your best contact number for 2 reasons. Number 1, if you shouldn't fall behind on the graded assignments, then I will message you, just trying to see what's going on, why the student is behind. And another reason will be for future registration of the next semester. Okay, so if you are my advisee, I can also contact you regarding to register for the next semester. All right, answer number 2 here is, tell me, is the number you provided, is it a cell number, home phone number, or work number? Okay. Let me know which one is which, and click on insert, and here we go. So every time you enter something inside this box, you will see a check mark. That means that the answer is saved. So if you cannot finish the homework in one sitting, you can simply just exit out the page. Or is a best practice using D2A? Oh, this is a little bit more than I expected, but it's all right. Let me see if I can find the answer here. You can just simply copy it down. Let me see. I have it here somewhere. We'll use an older one. I can change the date. All right, the best practice, number 1. All right, please use a computer or laptop instead of mobile device. Like I said earlier, using mobile devices is sometimes difficult when you're doing homework. Make sure you use Google Chrome. Google Chrome is most compatible with D2L. Make sure your computer laptop has Word documents, and please use graphical equation to enter answers when it's asking you to. All right, please just type out exactly what I wrote here. What's the last day of the class? The last day of the class is Sunday, May 3rd, 2026 at 11:30 p.m. All right. So after 11:30 p.m. May 3rd, you will no longer have access to this course in D2L. So to check your final grade, you will need to log into your student self-service to check your letter and the numerical grade. All right. So it's very important that you do have access to your student self-service. All right. Some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. If the questions are not on the handwritten portion, where are the questions? If it's not on the handwritten portion, it must be on the computer portion. All right. So some homework has both computer and handwritten portion. Both portion will be graded at the same time. All right. If the handwritten portion is not uploaded after, then the handwritten portion will be counted as incorrect. But I really, I will come back and grade it, but I will probably, if you submit the computer portion, but not the handwritten portion, I will just make a note. I will give you a feedback saying that, grading is not complete, please submit the handwritten portion. And I will put a placeholder for that question as well. All right, who can send in contact regarding to, so y'all can just copy this down. You can contact the enrollment center, contact the student service at those two numbers, or you can contact me using your student NETC email, detailed information, or text message, okay? Just copy this down exactly how I write it for this problem. What are the three types of graded assignment? Homework, notes taken, and 108 final exam. All right, the instructor normally will reply your D2L instant message and or email within 36 hours. All right, let's do a little bit more graphical equation here, okay? So let's click on this plus sign, equation, graphical equation. All right, so number one. So we're under the first tab right now. Open, close parentheses right here. Okay, I'm using a keyboard, so a lot of times I just use keyboard to enter some of these. Open, close bracket is right here. All right, put the cursor on the outside of it, comma, space. Open, close brace is right here. All right, click outside of it, number two. All right, open parentheses, shift none, space. Close bracket is right above enter. Okay, comma, space. Infinity sign is right here, comma, space. This is called the union sign, which is right here. All right, fraction. Do not use a slash for fraction. That doesn't count. We have a fraction bar here. So on the top, 3 letter X on the keyboard. Exponent is superscript, the second power. Click down here, 4y superscript or exponent, third power. So press the right arrow key a couple times on your keyboard, or you can just click right next to the fraction bar, comma, space. Open, close, x plus 1 whole thing squared. So I'm going to start off with open, close parenthesis, later x, plus sign on your keyboard, 1. Put a cursor outside the parenthesis, exponent squared. All right. This one is called not equal to. Go to the second tab on the top left-hand corner here with a box with a slash over it. Then use the equal sign here, not equal to. Square root. Let's go back to the first tab. This is a square root. Anything higher than a square root is the one right below it. Square root of 7. So my cursor is inside the square root. Press the right arrow key a couple times to get out of the square root, comma. All right. Cube roots, x to the second power. There you go. All righty. And that's all it is to it for the syllabus quiz. All right. So if you do have any questions or concern, please do not hesitate to contact me using the instant message, email, or you can text me to my Google Voice. I will keep in touch with you throughout the semester. Thank you so much for watching the Welcome and Syllabus video.